Hi, welcome. This is Dr. John DeMartini. This is one of the most amazing and inspiring shows that you can listen into. If you want to be on the edge of your seats, if you want to open up your heart, if you want to expand your mind, and you want to meet incredible people, stay tuned because you're just about to experience a transformative radio show that will change your life. And you're listening to the Dr. Pat Show that's coming up right next.
Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. Talk radio to thrive by. Powerful, inspiring, and coming to you live, bringing you stories of people like you and me, busting through and living life full out. Get ready to dare to wonder what your life would be like if you knew you could not fail. Hey, everybody, this is Dr. Pat. Hey, this is a special edition of my show. You all have heard me talk about a bunch of things. You've heard me talk about my journey from 2004, 6 months after starting this. You know, my body kind of fallen apart, whole journey about that, but this show's not about that. What it's about is what I've learned along the way to becoming me today, healthy and vibrant. And here's what I've learned. I've learned that we have to take good care of ourselves. And I'm very, very particular because I learned what it's like to put things in my body that I thought were good for me and weren't. But when I find a person, an organization who has a lifetime of dedication, a personal journey, somebody that understands the nutrition industry and is absolutely committed to the best of the best. And then for Christmas, last one, Richard gives me something. And I looked at it and I said, Richard, I'm never going to take that. You know how I feel about beets. I'm never going to take that. That was the worst thing I could have ever said, because I took Richard's gift and I'm afraid to even say it, within a short period of time, I started looking at a nutritional product that made me change instantaneously. And it was so important and synchronistic that we met Kim Bright, a pioneer in the nutrition industry, expert in health and wellness. And for those of you out there, you're going to hear me talk about something, but this is one of many shows because Kim is helping me I have two people helping me. Kim is helping me with my body, my nutrition, my stamina, and my resilience get ready for a major tournament this summer. And so not only is she helping me, I love the way the universe works. It just brings the people in that we need. And I'm telling you all this because I'm like you. I came out of the past 3 years and I was not as strong as I was before. There were many things I did, but I knew I needed to get myself to be the best that I could be, to do what I'm doing, what we are doing for all of you. But there's no mistake that Kim showed up. Her organization showed up. There's no mistake that her journey is so synchronistic to mine. There's no mistake that she knows more about the benefits of collagen than most people. There's no mistake that she labels her products the one that I am using now. And you're probably saying, man, what has got into you, Dr. Pat? It's called Revive. Why? Because this is what we need to do. Today, I want to introduce you to somebody that has studied, that has researched, that has a great team of people, that is going to be doing an entire health series with us. We're going to travel and watch how well I do, also how disciplined and obedient I could be about taking things. But here we are with somebody that's going to share her story at a personal level, her passion, her purpose, her commitment, and her resilience to make sure that all of us and all of you have what we need to be strong, no matter where we are, no matter what age we are, and no matter what we want to do. She is the person behind Brightcore. Like me, we both have incredible teams of people. But today, get ready. Kim, great to have you.
Hey, great to be here,
Hey,
Dr.
hey.
Pat.
So I want to put this in perspective. Now, I know I have a big I'm doing great things. So this is a 10-year dream, even longer. But you can't do things in life you want to do if you literally can't do them. You can't physically do them. You can't mentally do them. But there's something important about you, because anyone I've ever interviewed that's created something so brilliant, brilliant like you've created, so bright like you've created,
Thank
Brightcore,
you.
there's always a journey and a story behind it. There's a story about one day I'm up, one day I'm down, one day I'm committed, next day I want to save the world. Is your story a little bit like that? And welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's a joy to be with you. It's great. My story is, we have so much in common. I grew up in an area, a really small little town, and didn't have much growing up. And I loved learning and I loved improving myself. And I realized I really want to help others improve themselves. I wanted to have a better life. I wanted others to have a better life. And so that started my journey. I kind of was lucky because I knew that I wanted that as I knew that was my purpose in some way. And I thought at first, oh, well, how am I going to help people? Am I going to make a lot of money? I'm going to be an actress, and then I'm going to become a producer. I'm going to make a lot of money, and then I can help everybody with money. And then, I was very spiritual always, and went to church. Nobody else went with me, but I did. And I thought, well, maybe I'll help people spiritually. And then I went away to college. I was majoring in theater and dance and voice and history minor, and decided, when they said you've got to choose one subject, and I'm like, I'm done. I can't do that. I'm excited about life. I'm interested in too many things, because I was thinking I was going to be an opera singer. And so couldn't do that. Came back, ended up going to California, modeling and acting for a while. And then I had a near-death experience because I was knew nothing about nutrition. Grew up totally with the SAD diet. I did grow up learning how to garden. My grandmother taught me that, how to can, how to cook, preserve foods, things like that. But I ended up eating a can of almond roca every day for my breakfast on the way in to work, and 20 cups of coffee with sugar and cream, and at least a bottle a day of booze. So I literally had a near-death experience, went up, saw the light, went through the tunnel that everybody talks about, and met my maker, and got asked, did you do everything you went down there to do? And I said, no. And they said, well, do you want to stay or you want to go back down? I want to go back down. When I came back down, all of a sudden, I knew I needed to fast. I knew nothing about fasting, Dr. Pat. I knew that I just needed to drink water and do that for a while. But after 3 days, somebody said, shouldn't you be eating something like a vegetable broth? So I walked into my first natural food store, and they basically said, have some vegetable broth once a day. I did that. 14 days later, started eating a little bit of fruit. I just innately knew to do this, and then started eating juices. I started juicing beets and carrots and all this stuff. I never knew how to do this before. And then I just had this nutrition information in my mind. I knew I needed to go get colonics. Those were against the law in the state I was living in at the time. I'd moved to Mississippi. I started doing all these healthy things. And then I ended up going to the Cushing Institute up in Boston, studying macrobiotics, macro for large life. It gives you the overall large view of the universe, not just nutrition. And I learned wavelengths and frequencies, and I was always told I was an empath. And so I realized that, because I could pick up other people's energies. And then I realized through macrobiotics, food has energy. Our environment has energies. The people that we're with are either toxic to us or helping us. Positive, negative, yin and yang. So I studied all this. I taught there. I helped set up a program at a hospital where we got psychiatric patients almost off their drugs before they kicked us out. We were using government rations, by the way, to cook with. So I have a very vast background with that. Iridology I studied different modalities of massage, like Rolfing, which works on the fascia. and gets out old memories. And just understanding frequencies and wavelengths was so important when I started really understanding nutrition and what I wanted. And I was in sales, and I helped people put together companies, and I helped formulate for people. And one day I decided that I thought wheatgrass juice would be a great addition to one of the companies I was working with. And they said, yeah, go ahead. So I set up Brightcore Nutrition 27 years ago, and then they backed out of the deal. They were supposed to help me with it. Here I was doing again something I'd never done before. And really, I was never afraid of doing things. My grandparents and my parents brought me up that way. And so I dove in and I learned more about farming, more about the nutrients that had to be in the soil because those were going to be transported up to the plant. And we started with wheatgrass juice, and then we've expanded, and now we have a wonderful product called Revive Collagen.
Yeah. Well, we got something exciting to share. We're going to take a short break. The listeners will know, and they know me very well. Over a 20-year period, they could probably count on one hand, maybe two, the number of times I get excited about a product, or I get excited about the way something affects me. And I have to share it because I don't think secrets to feeling better are really good. I don't think they're ethical. And so for you all, you can decide for yourself. But here's what's going to happen. We're going to take a short break when we come back. We're going to talk about what my conundrum was. My conundrum was what I call the collagen conundrum. And to finally find someone that knows first of all, understands it, understands differences, and could answer my questions and could give me something in 1 week's time. I just want to be very clear. 1 week, when we come back from break, you're going to hear what I've been able to change in 1 week. And you're going to be able to follow this. Because if there's something that I can share and something that would help you, that's what Kim and I are doing. Let's take a short break. When we come back, it's all about the collagen. Let's take a short break, everybody. We'll be right back.
Collagen accounts for 30% of your body's protein. It provides structure, support, and strength to your skin, muscles, bones, and connective tissues. Collagen is what keeps our skin from sagging, giving us that plump, youthful look. It also provides amino acids that can be used to build hair and helps fight damage to hair follicles. Revive by Brightcore Nutrition combines 5 types of collagen with the moisturizing power of hyaluronic acid and biotin to heal and nourish your skin, hair, and nails. Scientific studies have shown that collagen stimulates cartilage growth, providing support for the growth and repair of cartilage tissues, as well as relieve joint inflammation and pain. Heal your body from the inside out. Discover your fountain of youth today with Revive from Brightcore Nutrition. Visit us at mybrightcore.com or call today at 888-505-1445 and get up to 50% off your first order. That's 888-505-1445.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. You know, Kim Bright, this is the person that I'm talking about, but we're also talking about Brightcore. And you can go to Brightcore and you can look for yourself. You know, we're going to give you lots of information. You can really pinpoint. You're going to see, you see behind Kim, you know, she's got an array of nutritional products, array of ways. I like to call them ways. They are ways that we can change. So what do we need to learn? Well, we need to learn. And this is what I love about this, because we're here. This is educational. This is so you can decide, what do I need to do to get back to my old self? Yeah. Okay. We know what you've been through in the past. We know this. We know it. I've been through it. Didn't know how much the past 3 years had affected me. So today I am excited that Kim, her team, are going to help me and in fact help you to get to where I need to be to win a national championship in the summer. Kim, collagen has been that one thing that it's such a word now. It's like a word. It's like a thing. And people use it. but they don't really understand what's underneath it. And, it's kind of like the story you were telling about yourself, the many different places you've been, the places you've landed. I mean, you are a restaurateur. I mean, come on, you're cooking for people. You had to learn so much. But here we are today. And one of the most, I would say, frequently used now words in pop culture for things is the word collagen. And like me, I don't think many of us really understand what it is and what it does. What do you think?
I agree, because I certainly never knew I had collagen in my body. I didn't even know what collagen was. I wasn't taught that in any school. And so I had to learn for myself. I had to research. 30% of our body is collagen protein. It's the most abundant protein in our body, and it makes up all kinds of things in our body. It's in every single connective tissue. And what collagen actually is it's comprised, Dr. Pat, of 3 amino acids. There's lysine, there's proline, there's, glycine, proline, hydroxyproline. And then what it does is it works with vitamin C, zinc, and also a couple of other minerals that combine together to make this triple helix. This triple helix is a protein fibril that makes structure to hold our bones together and make them strong, to our tendons, our ligaments, and holds our skin up. It's the scaffolding in our body that holds everything up and makes us look young. When we get old, this starts to fall apart. And so what happens is it's in our organs, it's in every connective tissue, it's in our fascia. And our fascia is what holds our organs in place and up. It's part of our organs. And so as we age, this collagen starts to break up and fall apart like a radial tire. You're going down the highway, you see a radial tire start to fall apart. Well, that's like collagen does in our body. That matrix starts to get very weakened and it pulls apart. So all of our organs are falling, all of our connective tissue is getting weak. We get lines and wrinkles and sags, and our skin gets thin. Our hair thins and falls out. Our nails get brittle. All of these things start to occur. We lose muscle mass because collagen's there too. And so what we want to do is understand we need collagen on an everyday basis. Starting at 20 or 25, basically it depends on our environmental stressors and our physical stressors. Our collagen starts to drop off a cliff. It was as strong as steel, these fibrils of protein, and now it's starting to weaken. And by age 50 or 55, we are down to 10 to 15% in our body of collagen. What does that mean? Easily broken bones, wounds that won't heal, skin that tears, wrinkles, lines. Again, weak hair, weak brittle nails. Our whole body is a problem now. And the collagen, we aid and abet its destruction, and we aid and abet our aging when we get too much damage from eating too much sugar, too many UV rays, when we get too much stress. Smoking is a major contributor to declining collagen. So that's what collagen is, and it is there to make us look young and be youthful and keep our body together.
Well, I want to wrap this into this, because this was something really interesting to me that I discovered. And you have me on, let me just be very clear. We're doing this very strategic with me. And so I think I mentioned before Revive, this is where we're starting with me, right? We're starting here. And there's a reason. Okay. And the reason is we're going to talk about it because first of all of you can go, you can go to Kim's website. You can go to Brightcore, right? Everybody can go to the website and they can find out individually about these, Kim,
That's
right?
Yes, they can.
All right. But
mybrightcore.com.
mybrightcore.com. So here's what I want to say. If you don't know this is why it's such a big thing. So it doesn't matter, yes, you work out, you're trying to get ready for something. Maybe you're going skiing, but you're doing all these things. And yet while you're doing them, the collagen is still breaking down in your body.
That's
now,
right.
If you adjust that, right, then the systems seem to support each other. Am I saying that right?
Yes, indeed you are, because you can replenish bone. It will replenish if the collagen's available, but you've got to put it in every single day. And the only place that people can get collagen, when I had my restaurant, I used to make bone broth. I would boil the bones the old French way, 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
The entire time, bring all those minerals and all that good stuff out. And so that's how people can get collagen if they want to do that. But it's got a bad taste for most people. They don't like it. They're not going to use it on an everyday. But our collagen has no taste. You can use it in coffee, tea, anything. Or we have the strawberry lemonade that you make a nice, refreshing drink with. But even when we age, our eyes shrink because they're comprised of collagen and another ingredient that we have in our collagen, the hyaluronic acid. Our eyeball shrinks back, our vision changes. And so when we add the collagen back in, our eyeballs can go back to a normalcy.
Yeah. I was just talking to somebody. I'm so glad you brought that up. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day who went to the eye doctor, and the eye doctor's like, well, we don't really want to do the laser surgery on you, but man, you're not able to see. And I told her to kind of listen to this show because I knew we were going to get to this. And see, we don't really quite understand that building strength in places where we thought the strength was gone forever, that's like a myth. That's not like a truth. You see, you and I are talking about, which is separates the people that you see that live to be 100 and live vibrantly. And you have to look at this. Now, I'm not saying they have the product, but I will tell you this. Any of the people that I know that have lived past those years, they are boiling the bones like every week. I'm sorry. Yep. My grandmama, boiling those bones, throwing the garlic in there. I mean, us kids, whether you liked it or not, you got to get it. But this is where we're in a contemporary time. And what you've created, and I need to comment, this tastes good. See, I'm a little taste fanatic. This tastes good. And as a matter of fact, it tastes really good. And I have no question at all. When I get up, I'm like, where is it? Where is it? Now, besides the taste, people can see changes, and they can see the changes, or they can feel the changes. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because if that much of our body is made of collagen, let's talk a little bit about what your folks that have used it, what have people seen? I mean, you and I are two examples of it. I mean, the listeners would be a little bit out of their mind if they knew what time I get up in the morning now. But what have you noticed from people that tell you what happens with them?
Well, there's so many benefits that come from this. I can tell you that when people saw me after I started using the collagen about 3 months into it, my hair was shinier, my hair was getting thicker. I used to have acrylics on my nails all the time because they were so thin.
Yeah.
And I haven't for years now. I hate this stuff. It's chemicals. I don't like it. My nails don't break. They're not brittle. They grow out strong. They're my own nails. My eyes are shinier. My skin, the wrinkles, they think I might be doing, some plastic surgery or something. Like, me? No way. And so, they're like, you're not doing anything. I said, no, I'm taking my products. I know how to do this. Right. But other people, for instance, there are people that have had hernias, and think about this. You know what a hernia is caused from? It's when the connective tissue again starts to pull apart, where an organ can permeate out through the abdominal area, or when the stomach can move up into the esophagus because that connective tissue has gotten so weakened. And so people that have had these kind of things, it goes away because they strengthen back their collagen, which holds that fascia together, which enables them to not have all of these problems. They notice stronger bones. They notice their joints don't creak. They spring out of bed in the morning. I personally was body surfing and injured my right knee, and nothing was helping it much. And it was creaking and hurting all the time. And after being on the collagen for a while, it took longer than the 3 months, but most people notice a change in 1 month. They
Yeah.
really do start noticing it, and some even earlier than that. But their skin, the crow's feet go away, the lines, the wrinkles, the sagging around the chin area, the neckline, the décolleté, all is different. And they have this glow about them. They have this plumpness in their skin. The moisture comes back in their skin. Their bones get moisturized. The whole body gets more moisture to
Yeah.
it. The hair is beautiful, shiny.
Yeah.
Out of those things.
I said to you before we even came on, I've noticed my body always responds immediately to things. So for example, I've been a trained athlete all my life. So I could not work out for 3 years. And the minute that I go sit down and work out, you will see my biceps start to grow. But here's what I know. I don't think I've told you this. My nails started to break off. I mean, if you saw them, you'd see the 2 nails just break off on a hand that I don't use.
Mm-hmm.
But none of the others have broken off. Okay.
Okay.
Now they were like breaking, like just gone and brittle at the top. And they stopped breaking off. Now, this is important because I'm not taking anything else. So it's not like I wake up and I've got 500 things over here. Everyone's going to respond differently. Maybe this is a fluke, maybe not, but I'm writing everything down because I literally thought I was going to lose my big nails that I got here. And I just thought they're just going to go, this one's gone and this one's gone, and I'm going to hit something or I'm going to type something and they're going to be gone. Haven't lost a nail in 5 days.
That's awesome. And another thing I wanted to bring in too that I forgot, wound healing is sped up. Scar tissue dissolves. I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh, even like people that are in nursing homes or laying in bed a lot or lying on a couch, they get those pressure ulcers.
Yeah.
Those go away. Promoting heart health. Your heart becomes stronger because again, that's there too. The collagen is there. Collagen is in our arteries, in our veins, in our capillaries. So when we get older, we see those in our hands and everywhere sticking out because they're becoming thin.
Yeah.
And then if they collapse, then we've got problems with blood pressure and everything else. So collagen is vital, vital, Dr. Pat, on a daily basis, that people take it in somehow.
All right. You all are asking a number of questions. My friend just sent me a little text. That's why I was looking at my phone before, and said, make sure you give us information about what's in this. How does it work? She says, how is what you're taking, which is Revive? How is that different than everything I'm seeing like on a TV? And I said, no problem. We're going to get it to this in a minute. Let's take a short break. When we come back, we'll talk we'll make sure you have the website. If you're watching this, everything's on the screen. We'll make sure you have it. When we come back, we want to talk about why is this different? This is not the first time I personally have taken collagen, but why is this different for me? And why is it different for other people? And why is what Kim and the team at Brightcore create? Why is this different? Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
Revive by Brightcore Nutrition. Revive's superior multi-collagen, vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, and biotin blend can help with supporting joint and bone health, healthier, shinier hair, and stronger nails, clearer and more supple skin, better digestion and gut health. Dr. Whitney Bowie, dermatologist from New York, says it's the glue that holds the body together. Collagen makes up about 75% of the dry weight of your skin, and as we get older, we break it down faster than we can replace it. We lose about 1% of our body's collagen starting in our mid-20s, and as much as 30% during the first 5 years of menopause. Just in the last few years, there have been some impressive studies showing that ingestible collagen can significantly impact the appearance of skin. Visit us at mybrightcore.com or call today at 888-505-1445 and see what Revive can do for you. That's 888-505-1445.
Hey, everyone, welcome back. This is a really exciting show. This is like my first week Kim and her team has been helping me. They've been helping me. And we started out with Revive, right? I'm so glad we did. There are a lot of reasons that I'm glad that we did. But one of the most important things I think you should know is why. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. We're going to talk about why. Why would Kim start me out on this, right? After she hears where I want to go, she heard what I've been through, 2 brand new knees, the whole story, right? But more importantly, Kim and her team, they're like us. 20 years ago, when I started this, we had a pay it forward campaign out of the gate. It wasn't going to work for me. I was told I was ridiculous to be doing this. Nobody in radio did it. It didn't matter to me. I've had so many people help me in my life, so many angels, so many people, Kim, that if I didn't do something like that 20 years ago, I don't think I would have continued. There was something not right. So Kim Bright, her team, they are following suit. This is our 20th anniversary. That's why this is special. That's why they've come to the table to help all of us. They know what we've been through. So I want to just say, for general information, Kim, they could go to the website. Why don't you give that out? And then I'm really excited to tell them here what they're going to get.
Yeah, if they go to our regular website, which is mybrightcore.com, that gives them all of these different, information on all our different products, right?
Yeah.
And success stories from people that have used them, and they can glance through all of that. But we've got the special today, which I think you're going to go over.
I'm going to go over
specific website where they can get this wonderful offer that we all love to pay it forward, working together with you. And that's always how I've been. I always like to give extra.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And this is just one show we're doing. We're going to do a whole lot of shows with Kim because they're going to help me. I mean, it's one thing for you all to think about my sport, and we joke about it. Benny calls me Ping Pong Patty. Okay. But it really is a sport. I love it. It's great mentally. I haven't been able to play it. My knees were so bad. But here I am coming off double knee replacements, coming out of the past 3 years. And here I am, and I have a vision and a goal. And I work with somebody else on like my other like vision, goal, mental things. But my body, here we go. I asked him, what can we give folks? And you're going to hear why we're giving it to you in a minute. What can we give folks to really get them going? Is there here's what you're going to get. And you want to write this down, and Colton will put it on the screen. The website you're really going to want to go to get what I'm about to tell you is tryrevivenow.com. Tryrevivenow.com. What the team has done is when you buy 2 of the Revive products I just showed you back here, mine, you're going to get another one free. This is a 3-month supply. It's very exciting to know every morning you're going to be able to get up, or whenever Kim tells you to do it, that you're going to have something that's helping you. I mean, if you knew what time I got up today and you're looking at me and I'm totally energized, and I'm telling you, there's something going on here. Then you're also going to get another free bottle of Radiance Vitamin D3. Free shipping and 60-day money-back guarantee. And here's what you do. You can either go to tryrevive.now, or for those of you, love phone numbers 888-505-1445. I'll say it again, 888-505-1445. You don't have to say Dr. Pat or anything. Just, this is for you. Pay it forward, pass it on, tell your friends, whatever you're going to do. Here's why. Let's get to it. I don't know or understand why this is different. I just know it is. I have tried collagen and stuff like on the TV, and you get some celebrity saying, here it is. Awful tasting, didn't work. Okay, you need to take us through the 5 types of collagen, why they work, and what's going to happen to people when they get their supply here.
All right.
And I got up at 3 o'clock this morning.
Well, you beat me by about 40 minutes because I got up about 20 to 4. I normally get up about 4:35 every morning. I love that time of day. It's quiet. I can open up the house. The air comes in. The birds start singing a little bit later. I love that time of day. And that's when I love to do my research and concentration most. But why are we different? Why is Brightcore different? Well, I'm going to tell you why. One, I counseled over 15,000 people individually on their health. I worked with very, very sick people. I worked with AIDS patients. I worked with cancer patients. I worked with heart and diabetes, people that were very close to death. I changed their diets. I did everything I could, and all these different modalities that I'd studied, I helped them. So when I started this company, I only wanted the best absolute that I could do. It had to be organic. I've been eating organic since I was 20. It had to be the finest. It was my integrity and my mission for these people I needed that could not change their diet because they just didn't have the strength and everything. I was looking for one thing to help them get going and change. So the company's been founded on those principles. It's a family company now. My son is the CEO. His friends that he grew up with, it's a family company. Those companies that you're talking about that are out there are usually big companies. They look at their bottom line first, not the integrity of the product, not that it's organic. They're not going to give you 5. They might give you 1 or 3. They might not even identify it on the label. And when you get cheap collagen from cheap sources, from countries, I'm not going to mention which ones, but I think we all know where cheap things come from, you are not getting the quality. And those types of collagen, the way those animals were raised, if they're not, ours are grass-fed beef, ours are wild Atlantic fish from the Atlantic. We have free-range chickens and the eggshell membrane from those free-range chickens. We're not using animals that were pinned in and given bad feed and are taking in a water supply that's heavy, has heavy metals in it, and their feed has heavy metals and molds and all of this. Your end product is going to be no better than what went in it. And so I pay attention to that. We do a certificate of analysis on every single batch. We are lower than what's expected on the heavy metals, or we don't show up at all.
Yeah.
Okay?
So we're going to talk about that. We're going to do a whole lot of shows about that because that was a side effect I got from one of the products. And I'm not mentioning other products, but that's a side effect I got. And I can't even begin to tell you what the response was. So what you're talking about is a level of purity that we don't pay enough attention to. And if you're taking something every day and you're now adding heavy metals to your system, then you wonder why it's not working, right? But you know why you do this.
It's my passion. It's my purpose. I want people to get better, and then I'll make money when people get better. It's not the reverse. I want to make money, so I'm going to shove things in their face to tell them it's good to use. That's baloney. Okay. Also, without the vitamin C in there, vitamin C is crucial to collagen production and its synergy with everything else. Biotin we added because biotin is so wonderful for stimulating the keratin in our hair, our nails. It reduces inflammation. It reduces itchiness in our scalp, and it reduces dandruff. We put none of these other people put things in like that. And that vitamin C is so important. And we've actually did more research and we increased our vitamin C so it would be even more effective. I'm constantly keeping up with formulation and what's going on out there in science. What are they discovering? And that's what we're about. We're about bringing you the absolute top of the line that can be produced and doing it for a good price.
You know, this is really fascinating because I think let's just get real here because I really didn't know what I didn't know. And I'm talking to Kim and the story about Richard giving me the product that was like, that was the bomb. I mean, you can't plan this. You can't plan. And then I mentioned it to Rocky the other day. And I say, Rocky, I get Brightcore all the time. I said, of course you do. You're in Florida, right? She says, oh, yeah. And I mean, it's just, I said, so am I the only one? And she's like, Pat, I don't know, but good news, you found it. Here's what I want to say is that you and I come from the same place. I know what it's like to be really sick and almost die. I know that journey. I also know what it's like to watch people, other people that are sick. You and I both have a journey. And the journey that I have is one of not knowing what I don't know. But I watched so many people die in New York City from AIDS. I've watched so many. I mean, to have knowledge now that you have to help people, how does it make you feel?
Joyful, happy is what I get up every morning for. And the other ingredient, before I forget about it, that's so important that a lot of other collagens, most other collagens don't put in there because it's the most expensive part, hyaluronic acid. Without the hyaluronic acid in there, our joints don't operate right. We don't have the flexibility. It hydrates. It's 50% of our skin is hyaluronic acid. It's what gives us that moisture. It holds up to 1,000 times its weight in moisture. So again, quality, 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 quality. And because I do that, and because the bottom line, the money is not where I come from, that gives me the joy in knowing that I am putting out there things that are going to literally change people's lives and enable them to live a better, healthier, longer life. And they're anti-aging products and organic. I'm thrilled to do it. I'm blessed that I've been put on this journey.
Yeah, I want to ask you another question real quick, if I could. Is when I talked about this, you buy one and you get one free, and then I talked about
buy two, get one free.
Buy two, get one free. Thank you. It's buy two, get one free, and you get it through. But then I mentioned radiance, and so a question just came in. Talk about radiance a minute. You said radiance vitamin D. Do you want to just mention it so folks know what that is?
The vitamin D3 we need every single day. I don't care if you live in Florida and you're getting sunshine every day. As we get older, we can't absorb the vitamin D that we need. And plus, too much those UV rays are damaging our collagen and our skin, and we have to worry about skin cancer with too much sun. So you need to take on a daily basis a good quality vitamin D supplementation, and it helps everything else work as well. There's so much to learn about vitamin D. People can look it up, but it's something you need every single day. Brightcore, that's why I named the company Brightcore. We want a bright core. We want to take things on an everyday basis that are going to rebuild and age us backwards. We're young and vibrant again. Our body's working the way it's supposed to be. We have energy. We love life. We can help others, and we live a purposeful, wonderful life.
Can you talk a little bit? This was a question I asked you because when I think I told you my journey with the beets, right? Yes. I told you my journey. I think I said something like, yeah, I got this as a gift and I went through it like lightning. And so that was my first indication that you need to learn a little bit more about it. Now, clearly my body must have wanted that. But the questions that come in are like, especially let's just talk about Revive for the moment, because that is what we're talking about.
The collagen, yeah.
What do you recommend people take? What do you suggest? How do you do it?
All right. Again, by age 20 or 25, we're starting to lose that collagen. We were 100%. We were strong as steel, and now we've reached that age and we're starting to go off the cliff, and our collagen declines and degrades. So depending on what age you are, you want to start using it. And if you're that young, 1 scoop a day, that's fine. If you're 30s or 40s, 2 scoops a day. But if you're over 40, hyperdose for the first 3 months, 3 scoops a day, and not all at once. Spread them out.
Right.
And that way your body is getting what it needs to rebuild and rejuvenate those areas, that scaffolding that is falling apart, falling down. It's starting to rebuild.
Does it matter how you take it? For example, does it matter if you put it in tea? Should you drink it cold? What is the story?
Okay. It doesn't have heat sensitive vitamins in it. It is amino acids. So you don't have to worry. You put it in. My first of the day is our unflavored collagen in my coffee.
Yeah.
That's what I always do every day. In the afternoon, I have my strawberry lemonade just as a nice pick-me-up, and I put some of our beet powder in there because that energizes me a lot. And so that's what I do. And then at night, if I'm sitting there and I feel like, oh, I want a hot chocolate, or I want, maybe I want another cup of coffee at night because I'm going to work until midnight. I don't
Yeah.
know. I put another unflavored scoop in there if I do have that third. But it's just so easy to take. You can put it in soups. You can cook pancakes with it, make cookies with it. You can
Yeah.
make gravies, anything.
Yeah, that was a great question because that actually came in on my phone. Because there are some that you can't do that with. And this is really important for people. I put it in tea the other day. And what I realized is, oh my gosh, I just added a little lemon. By putting it in, it like made the tea taste better. I don't care what anybody says out there. There's some of you that love green tea. I know you do. You're going to tell me I love green tea. It is an acquired taste for me, but when I put this in it, and I only use the finest organic because heavy metals, yeah, be aware. But I love it. Thank you for sharing that. So people understand what they should do and how they should do it. We're going to
Yes.
do other shows. We're going to talk about the beet powder. We're going to talk about other things, but this is the place for people to start. That's why tryrevivenow.com is the place to go. 888-505-1445. This is what they've given to us to pay forward to you. If you buy two, you'll get one free. It's a 3-month supply. You're going to get the radiance, free shipping, 60-day money back guarantee. And I love that because this is, for me, an invitation to you to kind of follow my journey, because I'm going to Pittsburgh. I don't know why they're having it in Pittsburgh, but that's where I'm going to go. It's the first time since I started to play again that I've been able to go. Now I've qualified, but I've not been able to go. I could never participate in any tournament type sport until I got my knees done. Then we had COVID. This is exciting. The other thing I want to say to people, please don't listen to anybody tell you you're too young for something. They tell Jessica that all the time. You're too young, you're too old, you're too this, you're too that. See, the ball is in our court, isn't it, Kim?
Yes, it
Ball
is.
is in our court.
Yeah, we're responsible for our own self, and we can make those decisions as long as we're educated about it. But
Yeah.
we've got to learn, and we've got to be willing to learn new things and try new things constantly.
Yeah. What excites you about doing this? First of all, thank you for agreeing to do this series with me and helping me, getting me ready, prepared. I think when I mention my sport, people kind of laugh a little bit, but if you ever watch it on TV and you see that you can hit a ball 60 miles an hour, it is that kind of thing for me. Now, when I go play with my friends, it's fun. But I will say that you need to have stamina.
Yes.
Last year to qualify, I played in the state championship 2 days in a place that had no air conditioning, 84 degrees, 2 days back to back. I don't even understand how I got the medals. But it's a sport. The other thing I want to mention is you don't have to have a sport to know you have to revive your body. Let's talk about
I mean,
that.
even if you're an older person and you just have stairs to climb, or you're doing chores, you're going to notice a complete difference in the way your body moves and its flexibility and its ability to recover. You're going to notice so many things. You're going to look more younger, more vibrant, and you're going to feel better about yourself, because when we look better, we feel better inside. And when we feel better inside at our core, then we actually look better on our outside.
Let's give people a sneak peek about where we're going in the next couple of shows.
Okay.
Again, I want to tell you, when you go, please go to the website tryrevive.com, tryrevivenow.com. What I'm talking about, the collagen we're talking about, is called Revive. That's why we call it that. You can go to the website also, and you'll be able to see everything that's in all the products. It's right available to you. This is in response to the calls you've made to us as a network, to our hosts where you're looking for help to build up stamina. You're looking to get back to a level that you were. You're looking to revive. That's what you're looking to do. And we've looked around, just so you know. And this excites me to know that in a really short period of time, you all are going to follow me. I'm not sure if this is going to be staying like this on the journey. I'm probably sure I'm going to have some ups, some downs. The minute I actually start to go play really hard, I'm going to be like,
well, we're going to be giving you so many. I'm going to add in all our different products that do different things. You're going to have so much energy. I mean, people can't even guess my age, and they're amazed. Even my kids can't believe that I get up at 4 or 5 in the morning.
Wow.
And go until 10, 11 at night, sometimes midnight. And they just see the vibrancy there. That's what you're going to see. You're going to feel more vibrant. You're going to have more energy. Your lung capacity is going to increase. We're going to oxygenate your body better. We are going to take all this knowledge and all these products, and we are going to create this great balance in you that gives you that stamina and strength, and you stay centered, you stay focused. You have the ability to move in any direction with that ping pong. And I love ping pong. I think it's a great sport. And people don't realize how fast it is and how much it does take to do it. And your ankles have to move, and the
oh my gosh,
arms are, having to move. And so your movement and flexibility is going to just keep increasing, and that energy level is going to keep increasing. And that concentration and focus and just feeling awesome is going to increase.
I love it. Kim, thank you so much for today. Much more to come. This is a regular conversation that Kim and I are going to have. Again, I'd love for you to tell people what your personal message is. What do you want to leave us with today? And thank you all. And thanks to the team. Thank you so much. What do you want to leave us with today?
My personal message is that you deserve to live the best life that you possibly can. And so make smart choices. Choose a vibrant life. Choose a long life. And you need to understand, what do I have to intake, whether it's on a wavelength from an energy outside us, or from a person, or from an environment, or from a food. Learn those things so you become the best you can possibly be.
Thank you so much. And I want to tell all of you, please go to tryrevivenow.com. Special option that they put together for all of you, part of the Dr. Pat Show Network. That's all you have to do. 888-505-1445. Let's revive together, because I feel great. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Colton. We'll see you next time.